You have a little three-wheeler?
Yeah.
Is that a Honda?
Well, I ride Big Red through the creek. And holy shit, fun's over, asshole. Fuck it. We're doing it live.
All right, this is All That's Gold Don't Always Glitter, episode 2.
And we have a special guest, but he's off camera. Does he want his name to be known?
No.
No.
Well, now we need to give him a name.
But he was supposed to be up here at the big boy table, but he's got his mic resting on his gut like this. So he should come through pretty clear.
We got to come up with a name.
Oh, eventually he'll be on camera. Yeah, you want like a code name, like a handle.
No.
That'd be cool. What are we gonna refer to you as? If I need
you
to
guys
say-
can come up with whatever you want.
Yeah.
Because here's the thing: you can't give yourself a nickname.
No.
Yeah,
we
that's-
just
Think of
call
every
it-
television character that's ever
we just
tried to
call
give
him
himself a nickname.
Fly on the wall.
Fly.
I mean, I was gonna call Tyler that, but Tyler wanted to be called Tyler, so he's Tyler. Now you're the fly on the wall.
All right.
That'll work.
All right. So, what do you want to talk about?
All right, we're going to kind of introduce ourselves.
Oh, that's right. Okay.
So I'm Braxton Jort. Yeah, this is kind of, again, our first episode was before we kind of were getting a little more official. And so now we got some mics. Levi got us a mic and mixer board or whatever. But anyway, grew up here in Twilla, Utah. I got 2 younger brothers.
I thought they were sisters.
Oh yeah, they act like sisters, but
Oh, they're not girls?
no.
Oh. I thought they were sisters.
I don't know. Nowadays, you can say whatever you want to be. But yeah, just grew up skateboarding and doing dumb stuff, and always been involved with cars. Did a little demolition derby. I'm out of that now, though. Bigger and better things coming. So work a full-time job and trying to YouTube. YouTube's slowly growing, but it's growing.
Content creator.
Yeah. What's it?
Content creator.
Yeah. I'm
fucking-
trying to create some content, and then I'm getting threatened for
Oh yeah,
legal
copy-
action
Oh, yeah.
on this,
Copyright
from this guy.
infringement, Sure.
But
Keep using my stuff.
yeah, that's my end goal is to do YouTube. That's what I want to do.
Full time?
I want to. Yep, I want to do something involving YouTube full time.
Yeah, I think YouTube's fun.
Yeah. I do a little side business to get a little extra money, fabricating handrails, and I've been doing that for a couple of years. This year I've taken it a little more serious than most. So I'm trying to pick up as much work as I always can.
We might be having technical difficulties. Tyler's adjusting the video.
Sitting still. Watching your videos, I'm like, "God, is somebody gonna rob somebody? Oh, goddamn. You guys look like you just took some smack or something.
It looks like you're on your first day of school and you can't stop shaking your leg because you're nervous about
Yeah,
giving.
nervous, man. I'm on
stand
camera,
up
bro.
and Everybody tell me something about
As soon
yourself.
as the camera
and
goes on, you're
why
like,
are you special?
Yeah, we're live right now.
I just figured I'd turn the camera up a little bit so you couldn't see Braxton's legs at least.
Oh,
can you see my leg? But at least it's tan. It's when it's up here it starts looking fucking weird.
Your leg, I mean, the short thing, that's just weird. And that, fuck, the one, or I guess I can't say that, but the one video you got your leg all cocked up there.
Have a nut hanging out. The
Yeah.
freaking short leg.
Unreal.
we're new to this. We're figuring it out.
Yeah, we're new. Anyways, back to Braxton.
Got to start somewhere.
You got anything else to say?
Watch this podcast. It's going to be cool.
You married, you have some
gonna
kids,
grow.
you just had a baby
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
yesterday. Oh yeah.
I guess
Oh,
I
yeah,
could
I
talk
did.
about that. Yeah, I had a new baby yesterday.
And he's still here.
Saw the post on that, by the way. Congrats.
Dedication.
Thanks. Committed. Yep. Married. Got 4 kids total. And it's the best thing ever.
Best
So-
thing ever.
I think that looks better, don't you?
I get them into dirt bikes. That's my main hobby right now, dirt biking.
Dirt biking.
Kind of picking dirt biking over
I'm
dirt
Suron.
biking.
Blew a tire out.
Dude, at the hospital, this guy's huge, but his channel's called Suronster.
What do you mean he's huge?
like 5 million subs
Oh yeah, okay.
on.
Yeah, I thought,
Oh
like, he
yeah,
was
no,
huge.
sorry. On YouTube, his videos are awesome.
Is he dirt bike guy?
He's a Suron guy, like
Oh, yeah.
all e-bike stuff.
So I ride mine maybe 5 miles. Pop tire. Pop the tube. Try. Go back to the shop. Trying all this shit. Trying to get the tube pumped back up. Won't work, so it's dead. Coming home. Bounces off the carrier onto the back tire. Shaves the back tire clean the freak off, dude. I'm almost on the rim by the time I realize. But it's so light that it's probably just kind of like, and the tire's probably spinning as it's going, so it's just eating that tread off. And luckily I had Jackson put on his old tire, and I needed a tube anyway, so I'm not really out anything.
That would suck if it got into your wheel.
Oh yeah, the rim, or on the way down to somewhere.
Is that
Dude,
what you?
I'm having nothing but problems with this hitch. That tall hitch. I put freaking, what do you call those? Like a little A-frame deal that goes kind of diagonal. I welded it back together on the hitch, so it's sticking up. And then put some gussets, is that what they call them.
Yeah.
Rip those off. Started ripping from the bottom now. So I'm just going to have to re-weld the whole freaking thing.
Is this the one on your trailer, or is
It's one I bought. It's like a 2 hitch, so it's got a hitch, and then it rises up and
Yeah,
got another hitch, so I can
get
get
it
them
higher.
Surons up higher.
Gotcha.
They're not so
Right.
low to the ground.
I'm pretty sure that higher hitch is to like store a hitch or
Yeah.
step or something.
It says
Oh,
400 pounds, but 400 pounds hanging way off.
Oh yeah, that's 800 pounds.
Yeah, it's probably like way more. I don't know.
I would take this.
Dude, I'll
This
build
is
you
the
one.
second trip in a row where you've gotten lucky and not lost both Surons.
Yeah.
I wouldn't re-weld it. I'd throw it away.
Just huck it. Maybe I will. See, it works good on the Toyota because I welded them dills up on the cab, and then I run a piece of cable
Yeah.
to that and the Suron carrier so that it's grabbing it from the back and kind of helping lift it up too. So you can go through some shit if you need to and not dragging and, you know.
Got lucky.
why don't you just get a small trailer?
Just seems inconvenient. This'll work,
You just need a good one.
I
Eventually,
guess.
it'll work eventually.
But I need a double. So I need one that comes out that I can still hook something on if I want, and then one that rises up to put the Surons on.
Oh,
But
yeah.
it's that weird metal, whatever. It's
I know, super weird.
super light, but it rusts and it's magnetic.
It feels like aluminum though. Like
But
it's
it's
as
like
light
that.
as aluminum.
As,
So it's probably some cheap ass shit.
Bunch of pop cans.
Probably came
melted.
from
My
China.
welds ain't breaking. Their welds keep breaking. So I thought, well, I'll just re-weld their welds the whole way around.
Dude, we'll just build one.
Then I broke a spring on the trailer.
But yeah, check out that channel.
What is it called again?
Suronster.
Suronster.
It's hilarious. He's got some good videos.
Suronster.
I was watching him in the hospital yesterday.
When you were having your baby. When your wife was having the baby.
Wife was over there screaming. Hey, could you keep it down? I'm
Gosh, I
trying to
can't
watch
hear.
on YouTube."
I'm trying to watch.
There was zero screaming. Yeah, it was just smooth as could be.
Smooth. Like a poo.
She was up walking around like immediately.
So you got anything to say about yourself?
That's me.
That's Braxton.
Pretty much me.
I'm Levi Jor. So we're related. I'm his dad's cousin. Grew up, small town in Utah. Started driving truck when I was young, like 18. Kept doing that until I was 37. Started a business, Worldwide Antler Chews. There's a little bit of antler. There was a huge amount, but we've cut it down. So it'll come and go. Got married when I was young, been married for 23 years. Have 3 kids. I don't know. What else?
How old are you?
I'm 46. How old are you? 32.
32.
Yeah.
My dad's 53.
Yeah, so his dad was like my older brother.
So he's 7 years older than you.
Yeah, 7 years older than me. So yeah, I got 3 sisters, all younger. One lives in Texas. The other 2 still live in Utah. And that's about it. And I want to do YouTube too.
Yeah, we're gonna do something. It's growing.
I like it. I got a ton of videos. I just need to get them all edited and,
Yeah.
you know,
Our podcast is already at 30 subs.
30.
It's pretty good.
I'm not one of them.
Are you serious?
The Fly needs to like and subscribe. And if the Fly was to watch more of our videos, he'd probably get some of the shit we were talking about.
Probably.
Yeah.
So how was you drove back from the East Coast?
Yeah.
How was that? Boring as shit? Loved it?
No, I actually had a really good time. So I ended up actually watching YouTube about 80% of the way. And
While you were driving?
no,
While he was driving, behind the wheel.
listening to. I wasn't actually watching it. In fact, and that's legitimate. Half the time my phone kept falling off I had like a little bracket that I'd put my phone on. And I truly wasn't watching it. I was listening to it, but what I was listening to is actually from what your dad was talking to me about when we left Flaming Gorge, and we had started talking about EFTs and, investments and stuff that. And I realized how little I knew about it. So
about the market?
About the market, about investing, about any of that.
I don't know.
You know what I mean? I didn't know enough, and I know that I haven't been doing good enough. I know I've got a pension. I've got other stuff. Like my retirement's going to be fine for like a bare minimum. And then I realized I could have done a lot more, right?
Speaking of retirement, how long is it until you could actually retire?
So technically, it's only a few months away.
A few months.
A few months.
Son of a...
However, yeah, but the problem is...
Yeah, I know what the problem... Yeah, I know.
I'm going to end up sticking around for probably a couple years.
Yeah, but nonetheless, I guess I could technically retire today if I wanted to. So I guess...
Well, technically, realistically, I could also retire.
You want to outlive
But to
money.
get to the minimum amount of years that I'm supposed to work before I pull, like, what would be considered a full pension,
Yeah.
I'm at 19.97 years. I just checked it the other day. Again, going back to the conversation that I had with your dad. But yeah, so I found a couple of dudes that I really liked listening to, and I had to do the whole, like, the most basic of, like, what is an EFT? Because I wanted to, I had 4.5 days of driving.
So correct me if I'm wrong, an ETF is a collection of a lot of stocks all combined into one basket, if you will. And then when you put money...
So essentially, okay, so, this is going to either show our ignorance and how dumb that we actually are, or... I might actually have learned something, and I'll explain the little bit that I understood. So the S&P 500 is a collection of companies that if you buy in or you pay into the S&P 500, they mark the 500 best companies that are going across any industry, I guess, in the U.S. That's the S&P 500. An ETF is an exchange-traded fund, so you'll go to either Fidelity or Schwab or Vanguard, whatever the top. Those are the top 3. Those are the only ones anybody was really mentioning. You can go to them. They pick the top ones. They track most of the same S&P 500.
Like the VOO,
but
with Vanguard is the VOO, VOO.
Right.
Yeah.
And so you can get whatever ETF they want. They'll add their own stuff. But apparently Fidelity has like hundreds of different ETFs.
Yeah.
One you could get is just technology.
I just bought into that one. The technology.
And what I didn't know is, and this is the incredible thing with, like, everybody's always talking about, what they should have taught in high school. Man, this shit was around when I was in high school.
Oh, yeah.
Right? And so not knowing that there's ETFs and there's companies.
You know how much money you could make in the market? That's why they don't teach you about the market.
That's a ton of what I was
They don't
watching.
want you to make
The guy
money.
was like, yeah, if you're 20 years old and for 30 years you put in $100 a month into these certain things, and he would always
Compound
do,
interest.
yeah, this is the safest. You're going to get X number. But then the dividends that you could get, they'll pay you at their quarterly payouts.
If I'm using my phone to record, but if I wasn't, I can show you some high dividend ETFs that I have that pay out.
So I'll have to talk to you then, because I want
to be careful with really high dividends.
Yes.
Because that might be a bunch of bullshit. You want like a 4 to 8%, something like that you're making extra. You know what I mean?
And they pay that out per quarter.
They do it different, quarterly, monthly. Some are
some
yearly,
do it different,
annually.
Yeah.
Oh.
And so there's the videos. In fact, I'll send you the link, and you can actually look into it. But they talk about There's some the guy's numbers are like, hey, look, this looks, for most people, if you listen to the experts, this one's going to look really dangerous, but this is why it's not. And he goes, the company's been paying dividends for over 50 years, and they've increased their dividend
payout. And their
payout.
dividends are reasonable. They're not like outlandishly huge.
Yeah, the guy's like, you're making $30 a quarter if you invest this much money right away, whatever.
But that then gets reinvested if you want.
If you do what they call apparently a drip thing, that money that you make off the dividend gets reinvested straight back into the same stock, or so you can do the individual stocks for people that do for businesses that do the dividends, or you do, again, like, because the S&P 500, I don't know if they do dividends, but specifically Fidelity was the one that I was paying the most attention to, and that's who I'm probably going to open have a broker go through and do this whole thing. But you can, again, just an ETF of just a good mix of
you can do
the
it
high
all
risk.
Yourself.
What's that?
What's the matter?
What?
Guy's on his phone now.
Sorry. Did it? I gotta be on standby. Yeah, and she said her calf was hurting this morning, which could be sign of blood clots. So I'm like, if that, you need to call me. At any moment. But anyway,
So Braxton might have to run out of here real quick.
Hopefully not.
We'll give
Hopefully
you a
not.
pass this time. Tomorrow, the kid's a day old.
It's true. Probably not.
At 2 days old, you got to get this kid in line. Okay, it starts now.
Yeah. It starts right now.
Let's see if this jacks our mind.
That's 100% going to be too loud. That's going to be too loud.
What are you, hot?
Yeah.
Maybe not.
Hot.
You nervous?
Dude, it was like 83 degrees in here at 5 o'clock in the morning when I come out here.
My truck was reading, I ended up in a parking lot next to a building. Asphalt parking lot, right in between this building and 112 degrees.
Oh, yeah.
Is what my truck was reading.
I looked at the forecast for the next 10 days, and
Dude,
it
it sucks.
it's so depressing.
I gotta go get trail cameras out the desert by Friday. That's what they want you to do. You know, that's the law. So I'm gonna have to get up early. Try to beat all the heat, dude, because I don't want to be out there in 100 and some odd.
When you going?
Probably Friday. Yeah, probably Friday.
Did you ever do any like long haul trucking?
Yeah. Yeah, cross country shit.
So this was my first experience driving cross country. Well, that's not true. I drove when I got out of the Marines. I drove cross
Well,
country.
didn't you and your family just drive back there to help your nephew or something too?
Yeah. But this is my first time driving like a big truck.
Oh, what would you have, like a Penske or something?
It was a big Penske. It was
Okay.
a 26-foot box truck. It was. So I love my brother-in-law. He's way smarter than I am. He's college educated. He's a smart guy. He just retired. But when they were packing their two trucks, one truck was packed fairly light. It had all the neat boxes. It was packed perfect. Everything was like wedged in like Tetris, right? The truck I was driving, which was the newer truck, it only had like 8,000 miles on it. Every bit of like the heaviest shit he had at his house. His whole weight set, treadmill that was several hundred pounds individually. And so but he wasn't quite paying attention. We didn't think about the load as it was getting packed. I didn't pack him. I just showed up to drive. Then he hooks his car on a trailer. They're told the trailer's like a freaking 1,200 pound trailer. That's on the newer truck that's got the fewer miles. But again, like without really thinking about it, he put all of the heaviest stuff on the Penske truck. So we're headed up through the Appalachian Mountains, and I'm doing 25, 30 miles an hour up these roads. I've never been on a road trip where I had to like flashers and hope people just went around me. And then it was 78 on the way down the other side. I had the exhaust brake on, and I'm just standing on the brake at one point like, well, I hope I can make this corner.
Oh, man.
So it was fun. That was the first day.
It was fun. That was fun.
About 9 hours was the estimated drive time for that one. Turned into a 14.5-hour drive day. But with that being said, man, we made it from there. We made it all the way to the flatlands, and that was good cruising. We hit 60, 65 for the most part.
60 or 65, you're that pain in the ass guy.
Have to be.
Out on the interstates that are 80 miles an hour.
Nothing was 80 until you got to
No,
Utah.
not back there, huh?
No.
What's the fastest back there, like 75?
I think 75. Yeah.
Texas is weird. Texas has different speed for night. for day and night.
Oh, really?
And they have, different speed for trucks. So at night, trucks used to be 55. Fuck you, dude. I ain't doing 55. I drove from Texarkana, Texas to Tucson, Arizona nonstop. It's like 930 miles.
That's crazy.
To go hang out with Scott Legg when he lived in Tucson.
Oh, really?
Yeah. He was dating a girl named Kim, I think. Yeah, her name was Kim. She was cool.
Yeah. Yeah, but I think the coolest part of that whole experience is definitely wanting to travel more and do like an RV and do like traveling in a
it's
motorhome
fun
or something.
scenery and shit. America's awesome that way. Like a lot of people from outside of America don't understand the diversity of landscape and the scale of our country.
Yeah. Well,
Like France is,
the whole FIFA thing when they came over.
The what?
The FIFA, the soccer game.
Oh, yeah.
You probably don't watch as much TV as the rest of us, but basically, so the FIFA World Cup, right? It brought all these people internationally to the U.S. And it was a huge wave of people all over social media talking about how awesome America is. One guy posted a video about getting just free sodas. He's like, I could just get as many refills as I want. And they're like, yeah, bro, but like nobody does more than 2 or 3. That's not.
Yeah, don't be a dick.
And he goes, you can't get one where I'm from. And he's,
Right.
he's just blown away by he's like, I could drink all the way down. I could go get more.
Yeah.
They're like, yeah, dude. And so they're, guys talking about, America doesn't have culture. They're talking about how awesome people in the South are, how polite everybody is, how
I don't think our country's as jacked as they're claiming it is. I think there's
they
small
all made
pockets.
the same statement. They all made the same. They were
I
like,
think
this
there's
is
small
not-
pockets of bullshit in America, but overall, I don't see it personally in my own life.
No.
Yeah.
You know what I
do.
mean? Wherever I go, I don't see a lot of
I
crap.
do the parts. I see the parts that they're talking about where I work.
Yeah.
I see the parts that people overseas are like, oh shit. I understand why they're afraid.
Yeah.
But one of the guys made a video of being at a gas station. He's like, it's 2:00 in the morning. He goes, I just had somebody say please and thank you. He's walking around like, this is incredible.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, that was a lot of people, and they flat out said we were lied to. While we're at home, we are lied to about what America's like.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I think we're being lied to about what America's like. And we can't even, all you got to do is open up your own eyes and look around what's around you.
Oh.
You see all the bullshit.
If you didn't
and
even have a
chaos.
phone for a month,
Yeah, you wouldn't know.
all the stuff that happens.
Unless you were in areas, right? Dense populated cities possibly could get a little bit.
But even
Shit.
30 minutes away from Salt Lake, if you didn't have your freaking phone
To know.
to know what
Yeah.
happens over there, and even if you
Yeah.
go there, it ain't like there's
Yeah.
crazy.
But,
No.
and it's super common. People just say, if you just talk to your neighbors.
Hey,
Just-
Tyler, can you spin that fan just a little bit? Like this way? Like more towards me and Braxton. Is it jacking the audio at all? No?
I don't know.
It's
Can you tip the fan down just a little bit?
with your
You need to-
headphones
There it
on.
is.
You need to calm down.
Me?
Can you hear
All
the
nervous and sweaty.
fan?
Dude,
like in
how
the microphone?
hot is it in this
No,
damn
for
shop?
me
It's got to be
or-
80 degrees in here.
Or if I can hear it.
Interesting.
But no,
I
so
appreciate how
anyways,
you just turned the fan away from me and then to completely 100%.
we could turn that black one on back there and blow it this way, and it's further away and
Bro,
not
you got to be careful
creating-
how you say that word, man.
The black fan? The color of it is black.
You've got to be careful.
It is
when
a
you say-
fan.
dude.
I don't have to be careful shit. You have to be careful.
This is America.
This is America, son. America.
America.
Yeah, these instructions don't make no sense. I can hear
Well,
you
way
guys.
to derail our America conversation.
How to what?
I said you really derailed our America
Ah,
conversation.
You are
Shit.
an absolute
We can
dog
get-
with
we can get
squirrels
right.
everywhere, dude.
Huh?
You're a dog with squirrels everywhere.
Yeah.
Well, it was getting hot, dude.
Isn't America great? Can you fix that fan? Get that black one over there. What are we doing? What's tomorrow? What's for lunch? What do I have for
Wrong with
breakfast?
America.
Ah.
We go right back to talking about America. I don't know if there's a lot of wrong with America. There's something wrong with the American government, for sure. But the government and the country are two different things as far as I'm concerned.
Yep.
At this point in time,
Oh.
I'm all about America, but my government, I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know about you fellers anymore.
There's a division in the common sense from the public to the people that we elect. And the only people to elect are they're all morons. But no, like realistically, the best people, we're like, oh, we want to elect the best people. They don't want to do it.
Even if
No.
they aren't morons, how much power do they really have?
They don't.
Yeah.
They don't. I mean, they absolutely talk about just surviving. Like, oh, while that party's got whatever, we'll just do what we can to drag our feet. We'll survive, and then when we get into the majorities, that's when we'll really.
What's a Congress or a senator make?
Like 100,000, 150,000. It's not that much.
And yet,
they're worth.
They're
$4
all
million.
millionaires.
They all turn into millions.
How's that compute, bro? I can't do that math, man. It doesn't work.
I seen they're starting on a law that if you are active in Congress, Senate, whatever, that you can't trade in the stock market.
There's a lot of pushback on that. So there are a lot of people have so I don't know to what extent the people have actually submitted bills and stuff like that to try to make that a law.
We have
first
them.
off, what's that?
We have those laws. Look those up.
They have anti-insider trading laws, but you got to prove.
That's the problem. You
But
got to
that goes back to that line with Jamie Foxx. Like, it's not what
We have restrictions.
it's not what you know. It's what you can prove.
That was
have
not
what?
Jamie Foxx.
We have restrictions. Like on my HSA, everyone's HSA, you can only put what is it, 8,500 a year
Yeah.
in there.
Yeah.
That's ridiculous. But so yeah, maybe if they change this law to where if you're active in Congress, Senate, whatever, you can only invest so much. That'd be.
Or Congress can invest in the stock market, ETFs, not individual stocks that they have insider trader knowledge on.
Yeah.
And then they might not make the trade, but their spouse does. My spouse made the trade.
See, but that
Look, with your information,
dinner
table, you jack
part of
off.
the premise of the law, or at least what I would imagine it should be, is what you just said could be considered insider trading because he's taking his information and he's giving it to somebody where he's going to financially benefit.
Yeah.
The problem that they have right now is if I sit on a special committee, right? So let's say I'm one of the people that working in California, and I'm in the government, and I find out that the government is absolutely gonna they said like no two-stroke like lawnmower motors and no weed whackers, and everything's got to go electric, right? So I take that information and I'm like, well, I mean, that's going to do a huge boost into just electric lawnmower, Ryobi and DeWalt and all these other companies that do the electric shit. So then I buy stock with them. You have to prove that I had information that benefited whatever, right? It is a no-brainer that you sit on this committee, you sit on these things, but nobody's charging them because you can't necessarily prove like the thought of whatever.
Then we need to make the law a lot more like no trading then, because if you can't see that Nancy Pelosi beat the market by 12% while Warren Buffett
It was
beat
higher,
by
like
2.5%,
20%, dude.
Okay, whatever it is. She's the greatest trader of all time.
But again, how do you prove it?
Okay,
And therein lies the problem. It seems common sense, but there's no.
we can't prove it.
No.
But it's fishy right off the bat.
So
Yes.
what we need to do is maybe no fucking trading then. No trading for you, because we know you guys do.
Yeah.
All of them do. Some at a bigger
again,
tune than others.
The point of the law is that they're going to try to control
how much?
either how much, what they can do, or I don't know those kind of details of it, but I know that they're trying to implement it. The people that are voting on it are the people that are going to. You think they're going to tie their own hands?
Yeah, no.
No.
You think they're going to restrict their ability to make
They're
money?
probably just throwing
No.
it out there so that we see it and we're like, oh yeah, and
Well, because I think that there are people that get into politics that want to change it. They're not the ones that stay. They're
No,
not
it
your
sucks.
lifetime congressman that's like,
Oh,
this
yeah.
is going to be how I make, generational wealth for my family of doing this for the next 50 years, trading all the most perfect stock. And this is the bullshit part of it. Is it's not just Pelosi. She's definitely one of the more popular ones
it's
to
not
rag
just.
on, because I think our political leanings, but it's 100% Republicans
of
doing it too.
Probably all of them. I mean, if I had solid information on a stock was going to go up, I can't buy into it? No, I'd buy into it too. I'm not saying that I wouldn't do it. I'm saying I don't like that they do it. They make too much money doing it, and I can't do that. But then again, if we want to look at Congress and Senate and government, we need to look at Wall Street itself and the big players in Wall Street that control. They go to lunch, have a little yayo and maybe a martini, and they start making $1 billion decisions that affect everybody. So you're either on their boat, or if maybe you're not on their boat, and your ship's shit, sunk.
Yeah.
If you're on their boat, you're good. You just got to figure out where their boat is. Right?
Yep.
And
Yeah.
that's where the ETFs are very, very good, because you might lose on one, but you're gaining on another. There's so many stocks in it that you're invested in.
And it seems like they did, again, just in watching the handful of videos that I did, listening to specifically, I wasn't watching them while I was driving. I want to make that clear.
You know, you could if you had a Tesla.
Yeah, but a Tesla ain't dragging them.
I want a Tesla for that reason.
Anyways,
For what
You don't
reason?
need a Tesla to watch YouTube while you drive. I do it all the time.
Yeah, I do it all the time as well.
In fact, just the other day, I about ran off the road walking.
No, a guy I work with, he had a rental Tesla and drove it to Denver. It was like a 9-hour drive. He said he touched the steering wheel for 30 seconds the entire 9 hours.
so going back to that Penske truck I was driving, I 100% had to be. I legitimately wasn't watching the YouTube. I was listening to quite a bit of it because I don't like
That truck drove you.
But so yeah, pretty much, man. It's got these lane departure warnings. So anytime I was getting anywhere near the lane, it would start like giving me a womp, and I was just like, what the hell? Then it's got the advanced cruise control. It was ACC, so I think it was called advanced cruise control. I'm not sure. But I could set the speed. So let's say I was setting it at like 67, 68. And
You gotta let it. You gotta let it absorb, and if it's really flaky,
This guy's really.
you gotta spit some of the
Squirrel.
flakes out, and then pretty
That's
soon
terrible,
it'll
dude.
get to where it's.
interrupted.
constantly,
Constantly.
Sorry, he's eating some tree sap as gum.
I noticed that.
As if it was more important than the conversation that was being had.
I think the people that are on average watching this for 30 seconds, they get through 30 seconds and they're like, oh, they're done with that topic. Levi changed the topic to tree sap.
Wow, it turns into gum like pretty quick.
Is it not sticking to your teeth? It shouldn't stick to your teeth.
No?
Oh, good. You got to get really old. The older, the better, for it not to end up sticking to your teeth.
So was that some tree sap that you had already chewed up?
Nope,
Is that
fresh.
recycled?
Fresh, found her down in Duck Creek. Don't be confused with Beaver Creek. You've been to Beaver Creek. I went to Duck Creek.
How was it?
It's fun. A lot
It's
of water.
so cool up there.
See how the tub.
I don't know where I've been. I don't know that I've been to either of them.
You've been to Beaver Creek. You remember the old joke where the dude's on the phone and he's like, "Hey, Master Romulus, I'm down here at the corner store, I'm all fucked up on business."
Okay, I do.
Do you remember?
Yes, I remember.
And where did the white boys take him? To Beaver Creek.
Okay.
I'm kind of bummed I didn't go to the pub. I went to the Aunt Sue's.
Yeah, his pub's pretty cool. I had some video. I deleted them all. He was in a bad mood. He was grumpy. But then he kind of lightened up.
Who's this?
My brother-in-law.
Okay.
Christina's brother.
Is that with the bar that you were into? I watched part of that video.
Yeah, it's like a pub. You get
I did
food
start
there.
watching it, and then I couldn't track the 37 conversations you were having.
Oh, the shorts. Yeah, I did some shorts.
Yeah.
All the video I had, I
I'm just making fun of you because you can't stay on a.
He wasn't about it.
He's fine with it, but like he told me before I left, he's like, I just need to finalize the rest of this shit, and then
Oh.
I can, yeah. Kind of like the Fly. Once he retires, then he can. So you got to keep watching for it.
Dude,
over a
we're going to
year.
be at 60,000 subs by the time he retires.
Maybe.
You can't just walk on
Just
at
can't walk
60,000
on.
subs.
I'll be just fine where I'm at then. I'll tell you what, if I sit right here and if there's 60,000 subs at any point in the future, I would have 100% agree. Don't change anything.
Just be the Fly.
I'll just be, yeah. I
Just
mean,
continue being the Fly.
why would I change something if it's working.
So with you being the fly, you can actually talk about some shit. Change some details, names, places.
I could probably
protection of the innocent.
I could probably pull the veil back a little bit, but
Then you
it
can
would be
start-
very careful.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we'll have to do interesting law enforcement stories.
Somebody's gonna think that I'm trying to pretend like I'm a CIA fucking assassin.
I always
Can we say
figured
fuck on your guys'
I always
podcast, or is this
figured you
family
were
friendly?
CIA.
Yeah,
You look like CIA.
might as well be.
You look like an undercover guy that would go into like drug dealing shit or motorcycle gang shit.
There was a guy on Joe
Because you would be
Rogan.
the guy getting fucking profiled and arrested.
Oh yeah, I talked to a couple of dudes about that. We ended up, we got a description of something, so everybody understands that. I'm a cop, and that's about as much as we'll get into that.
Yeah, you're just law enforcement.
But we had a call the other day. We show up. There was a guy supposedly had a knife, was supposedly threatening somebody. What it most likely turned out to be, the person that called 911 was actually trying to buy drugs, and the person that they were trying to buy drugs from just took their money and ran. So they were trying to get that person stopped, but claimed that they had committed a different crime,
Right.
because they didn't want to admit that they were trying to buy crack from this person. So anyways, we get a description of what the person's wearing, but we don't get any other really good description. And they said that he went into a particular store. So we go into the store. There's one guy matching that description as far as the clothing goes, but he just happens to be black. He's also got neck tattoos and face tattoos, and
He's a hard.
So he gets put in handcuffs, and we're like, hey man, we're just gonna detain you real quick. You're not under arrest, Of
But
course,
you did put him in cuffs?
absolutely.
For what purpose?
Well, because we believed he had a knife, and he had just threatened somebody with a knife.
I don't have a knife. You don't have to put me in cuffs.
Yeah, until we know you don't have a knife. Until then,
So put me in cuffs, search me, and then uncuff me.
it was less than 5 minutes he was in handcuffs.
Okay.
Less than 5
It's
minutes.
humiliating, by the way, to be put in cuffs.
I've been put
That's
in
all you
cuffs.
guys are trying to do is humiliate us by putting us in cuffs.
All right. Anyways, I'm gonna start talking to Braxton. So, no, I said, but his take on it was that the only reason that we picked him was because he was the only black guy in the store. No, you're the only one wearing the black hat, the black shirt, the black pant, like a very specific description of clothing. You're the only one. Hey man, and it was very nice. Just turn around, put your hands behind your back. We're just gonna handcuff you. Like, it's funny how people don't understand, and it isn't necessarily like comply or die. That's all bullshit. It is very much, if you're innocent, right? The demeanor you have, while it's like, I get it, be frustrated. You can be mad at me if you're truly innocent and I'm handcuffing you, because we get it. It's not like that's not a thing. It's not like that's not a.
It's a hassle.
It is a hassle, and it could be considered embarrassing. It could be, a lot of things. On the flip side, if you were sitting in my shoes and was like, hey man, there was a guy that just had a knife and he threatened somebody over here, and they just went into that store and he's wearing this, and you walk in and you see a guy wearing that, and you're like, all right. I mean, that's reasonable. It's a reasonable thing to do. And that dude, but he was all sorts of freaking pissy about it, and but yeah, like, just dealing with that, the misidentification. And it was as we were walking away, the guy was like, why'd you handcuff me? And we're like, bro, you've got neck tattoos, man. Like you could be a great guy. You absolutely could be a millionaire. You could have been the smartest guy on the freaking planet. 9 times out of 10, if you got neck tattoos in that neighborhood, wearing the cutoff shorts and the cutoff sleeves, bro.
Yeah.
We're not, this isn't freaking Men in Black. I'm not looking for the girl carrying freaking calculus books at night. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm looking for the monsters at night, dude.
I'm looking for you.
Yeah.
People that look like you.
9 times out of 10, it's going to be accurate. Sorry, bro. Somebody described you. Just happened to not be you. Less than 5 minutes. I mean, he was all sorts of freaking angry over it. Just simply for the fact of being a black man in handcuffs.
Yeah.
Had nothing to do with the fact that people in his neighborhood, because he was actually, it turns out he was an employee of the store. But he's not wearing a uniform, you know what I mean? Like,
yeah. I used to work with a guy forever ago.
So wait, you handcuffed an innocent guy that happened to be an employee of the store, and he was pissed.
Yep.
And you're like, too bad, so sad.
Yeah. Have a good day.
Sweet.
What do you want me to do? You want me to give him a freaking shoulder rub?
Too bad, so sad. Yeah, what do you want?
So
We said
Sorry
Sorry.
for the inconvenience.
We said sorry.
Back to work.
I used to work with a guy. He was from a different country, but he was a black guy. And he took a check into a bank to cash it. And the teller, like, flagged it as a fake. And cops came in, I guess, pretty quick. And had him arrested, had him on the ground, like... And he's just confused as could be, you know. And so he's getting arrested, whatever. Or detained, I guess. And it ended up being a real check, and just totally, the teller was totally wrong about it. And he was telling us at work all about it, and he ended up pursuing, you know, suing them.
Legal action.
Yeah, or whatever. And
Did he sue the police or did he sue the bank?
I don't know. He was suing somebody.
So,
But he was like dead set. He's like, I'm done. I'm retiring. I'm good. Like he's thinking he's gonna get this humongous settlement.
So
did he get anything at all?
I don't know. I left, so I don't know.
How long ago was that?
Gosh, it was years ago. Probably like 8 years ago.
If you knew, even if you remembered his name, or the bank that he went into, or the city that he was in,
Could find
there's
out.
a way to look that up. Because
But I wonder if people realize when you sue a police department, where does that money come from? If you win the lawsuit and you get $100,000,
Taxpayers.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's the taxpayers'
Yeah.
money.
So that Reckless Ben Lego story, I
Right.
guess they're like
I never heard of it.
the who?
the
Yeah, the
Lego story,
Oh yeah.
the American Fork. Have you
Uh-huh.
looked into it more or
The
heard
Lego
about it?
Story.
I've heard about it. I don't know any of the details.
I guess he can, like, he's got very good backing to sue the.
So I don't know what you're talking about. So our listeners might not either. What are you talking about? The Lego story.
Gosh, it's huge right now, but it's kind of hard to explain. It's like a big, long deal. But anyway, this bricks and minifig shop co-signed or consigned was going to sell Legos for another guy.
Yeah, they had it on consignment.
And ended up like basically stealing the Legos by just closing their store and messed up their inventory.
But the Legos were expensive
Oh yeah, Legos ain't.
and very exclusive, right? Very like limited set stuff. I
yeah, Star Wars, whatever. And this YouTuber heard about it and was like, "Oh, yeah, let's get your Legos back." Starts this whole little documentary on YouTube and goes to the shop, tries to get them back, and the guys are like instantly just like the bricks and minifig owners, you know, he just goes in and says, "Hey, can we get these Legos back?" The guy's like, "We don't have them, whatever. Calls the cops. "I've been threatened, yada yada," and the cops completely just side with the bricks and minifigs and don't even look into the YouTuber story.
Okay.
And there's so much more to it, but
It's ongoing.
But this guy's like, "Yeah, we could sue the American Fork Police Department for like a ton of money," and rightfully so. Like, I mean, the dude was thrown in jail for nothing. They didn't look at any of his evidence, nothing. Just they have body cam footage of the American Fork cop trying to come up with reasons to arrest him. They're like, "Oh,
Like
well,
searching stuff.
I could stack this on top of this, yada yada, whatever." Like, the guy's convincing the police officer he needs to be arrested.
They got the Lego store guy.
The YouTuber, the bricks and minifig guy's talking to the cop, saying, "Hey, this is why he should be arrested," and they're
Yeah.
like, "Okay," and do it basically. But that Reckless Ben was like, he's like, "I don't want to sue him and take away all that money from the taxpayers." He's like, "I don't need the money." So he's talking about doing it and then basically dumping all the money back into America Fork, whether it be like, I don't know, parks or whatever.
So the money that's used to pay the lawsuit, is that money that could be used elsewhere?
Yes.
Okay, so it's not set aside in a special account and locked in with
Specifically.
this is just for.
So they have. I honestly
lawsuit
don't know.
stuff.
I know that they have insurance, and basically you know, they have liability insurance that could be part of what pays out. But if you're a part of a city that just settles a $20 million lawsuit, your insurance rates go up. I don't know that they're necessarily like your property taxes aren't going up to pay a $20 million lawsuit. At least I don't think so. I'm pretty sure that a lot of that stuff comes off of like liability insurance. Kind of like if a dentist or a doctor screws up, you know, that kind of stuff.
Tyler just smashed a fly and he muted the mic. That was very professional.
To not interrupt the podcast.
He's on it, dude.
Yeah.
That worked out good.
Thank you, because that fly was bothering the shit out of me.
Wow, it's only 8? Heck yeah.
So, what's your thought on law enforcement that instead of taxpayer funds going to fund, like the whole bulk of it, if law enforcement was paid an extra $1 or $2 on their pension, but that money, if you get into trouble and end up in a lawsuit and lose for bad actions, you lose that portion of your pension money because that goes to pay the lawsuit or a portion thereof. And it's an incentive for law enforcement to behave accordingly so that they can have their pension, that extra $2 an hour in their pension over the years.
It wouldn't work the way that I think you're thinking.
You don't think it would work that way?
I think that, number one, it's already hard enough, right? So this is the way that I try to explain it to a lot of people. When you look at, you know, whatever sport you want to look at, right? When you want to look at whatever professional level you want to look at, let's take the highest level of football, the NFL, and you have quarterbacks that are paid $60 million for a contract for, you know, only a couple of years, right? Their sole purpose is to study a playbook, to go into, there's only so many configurations you can put 11 people against them, right? Their sole responsibility is to deliver a ball from point A to point B and to not screw that up, right? The physical nature of everything is what creates a lot of the situations that you're getting into, right?
What up, kid?
But let's say, for the sake of argument, that you end up with the highest paid quarterback in the NFL. You think that person doesn't make a single mistake across an 18-game season?
No.
You're paying that guy $60 million. You're telling me that he can't be perfect?
I'm not paying that guy shit.
Somebody is.
But not me.
Somebody
Not
is.
the taxpayer.
I understand that.
So.
Okay. That doubles down my
No matter the
my
money,
point.
there's going to be mistakes.
If you want me to be more perfect than somebody that's making $60 million playing a game, you want me to be the most perfect person ever? Every decision that I make across the board has to be perfect? I understand there's a level of, like, not acceptable mistake that I could make.
Like if the level of mistake,
but that mistake already exists with hazards that are going to put either myself in a liability situation where I could get sued already, I could get fired, I could get written up, I could lose time. There's already punishments in place.
Okay.
So if you tell me you're going to start taking my pension, I'm not going to do the job.
Good point.
Like, and good luck finding somebody that is going to do the job. I would never say that I'm the best cop on the planet. I know some really, really good cops. They all make mistakes.
It does sound like a good idea because you're not talking their normal pension already.
No, like
It'd be
if they
an extra basket.
Yeah, that they would receive if they don't end up in a lawsuit situation in which the taxpayer has to pay out an amount of money.
Well, now the taxpayer. So imagine, you know, in a department with 1,000 people, if every single officer makes $1,000 more per month, that alone is $1,000 per month, right? And $1 per what? You're saying $1 per paycheck?
Hour.
So if I get $1 per hour, more dollar per hour, and I work 40 hours a week,
No,
that's
it's
40 hours.
$2,080 a
So, but
year.
it's towards the pension. But a pension is
invested.
that's a fixed monthly benefit package that I would get every month, right? So let's say my benefit package, after I retire, I've got enough years, I made enough money, the way that they average everything out, I make $2,000 per month.
Extra. Or something like that.
No. That's what my base pension would be. Because you're saying not to touch a regular pension.
Yeah.
If I don't screw up over X number of years in my career, I can make how much extra money? So let's say my base pension is $2,000. That's not being touched by the argument you're making. How much more than that $2,000 would I be making per month if I don't have a single? And by the way, I've never had a single IA complaint that was sustained. I can tell you a couple of stories that are super funny, but the only complaints I've ever had, all of them were immediately dismissed or found to be considered unfounded, right? The only times I've ever been talked to was basically when, somebody, called me a motherfucker and I called them a motherfucker back. And my boss was like, brah, you can't
say that.
You can't say that, right? And I'm like, all right, I'm going to say it again. You call me a motherfucker, I'm going to motherfucker you right back.
So I actually thought of something. So if you got an extra $2 an hour on your pension for every hour you worked that was also invested, how much money would that be during days of retirement? I don't know, but let's say this. Who pays the damn police to begin with?
Citizens.
The taxpayers.
Right.
Should come out of our money.
So if we're gonna...
That was going to be my point. That's the point I was getting to. So if you sit there and incentivize me to not get written up, you're right. And here's the thing. This is the problem. I could 100% be a firefighter, right? Now, imagine a police officer that responds like a firefighter. You call me, I'll show up. I just won't show up until you call me.
Right.
That's not how law enforcement works. You got to have cops driving around to get people to want to drive better, right? And it's not that cops are incredible drivers, but it is 100% the opportunity that you're going to get stopped eventually. You're going to be, it's the risk of getting a ticket that makes a lot of people drive normal. That's it.
So
and so it is an imperfect system. It's not perfect. Cops aren't perfect. Cops aren't going to drive around and pretend to be perfect. If they do, they're douchebag cops.
I know plenty of cops that speed and also write speeding tickets.
Yeah.
So.
And have tinted windows.
I think speeding, especially in law enforcement, speeding is a hard one. I never really liked doing speeding tickets, but I would always, I'd put it pretty high, 15 to 20 over. Yeah, dude. Like if you find a cop that's doing 15 to 20 over on a regular, not going to a call, not trying to do something performative in his job, I would say that's pretty hypocritical. If you find a cop, like, Stockton, they were doing that shit for 2 or 3 over.
Oh, yeah.
That's hypocritical. You can't tell me that you're not doing 2 or 3 over. I don't think, unless you were just a complete asshole and you don't pass the asshole test. Here's the thing, whether you like it or not, if you treat me like an asshole, I have the discretion to give you a warning. That's why people are like, man, just be polite. Just hand them your information.
Yeah.
Just the more
Because you might be getting a warning, but if you're an asshole...
You could be. And it doesn't mean just because you're nice that you're guaranteed to get a warning. But I'll tell you right now, I don't know a single cop that if you're a dick to me, there's not a single cop that's like, that guy's going to get a warning. Nah, man. You're increasing that opportunity 100-fold to be like, you think I'm going to give you a warning after you just motherfuck me, bro?
Yeah.
Get out of here, dude.
I seen a little video of this lady just acting crazy, and this cop's throwing her in the back of his car, and she like hawks a loogie, and he's like, "Don't spit on me," and spits right in his face, and he smacks her.
Which
that'd be so hard not to do.
Oh, yeah.
Again, somebody tell me how I'm supposed to be perfect when that kind of thing happens.
Yeah, you can't.
But I will tell you right now, that cop probably got written up. You can't do that, especially if they're in handcuffs.
Not even
you can't
if they
do that.
spit on you?
Not even if they spit on you.
Yeah, they were handcuffed too.
So if they're handcuffed, what if she wasn't handcuffed and she spit on you?
The amount of force used has to be reasonable, and it has to be...
Well, think about it like this. If I spit in your eye and follow it up with a freaking right...
Oh, absolutely.
So as soon as I spit on you, you just start throwing shit.
And that's where if they're unhandcuffed, the rule book changes significantly,
Yeah.
right? And now imagine that instant reflex. You just got spit on. You have to... Oh, man, they're in handcuffs. You have to be so fully
it'd be
aware
hard.
Could you
in an
spit back in 'em?
instant. Not a chance, dude. So what
Eye for
ultimately
an eye.
happens
Yeah, right?
is you're going to end up getting charged with a crime for propelling bodily fluids. That's a crime. So that's an additional charge.
Bodily fluids?
If you launch intentionally, I have to Google it just to see to read it
What
verbatim.
about like a farmer blow?
Yeah.
Is that bodily
If you
fluid?
did that with the intent to like land it on me and it got on me, absolutely it could be. Again, per whatever, I'd have to read the statute to say exactly what would be applicable or not. But yeah, so take the scenario that somebody's in handcuffs, right? I'm going to put a spit hood on them. And it's essentially just like a bug netting that you put over their face, but it's something that prevents the spit. Like, have fun living in that freaking world for the next 30 minutes.
Yeah. Or longer.
But the amount of force reasonable to put that bug net on, or that spit hood is what we call them, that's okay, right? If I punch you 17 times just to get this spit hood on, nobody's going to find that reasonable. No. If you're not in handcuffs and you spit on me, I am now going to put you in handcuffs. And if you spit on me, there's a good chance, I think it's absolutely reasonable to believe a person that just spit on you is going to punch you, right?
Right.
Absolutely. So I now get to use the force that would be appropriate against somebody that's probably going to punch me. If I can articulate that and I can defend myself and say, look, man, he spit on me, his hand was balled up, or he lowered his shoulder, he tucked his chin, he postured, I can now address the situation as if he's going to punch me. That doesn't mean that I get to straight punch him. Preemptive strikes are hard to explain because somebody spits and then a cop just punches you in the face. That's when they say, oh man, it looked bad. Okay, I wish people would stop being freaking cowards. It might look bad,
if you're gonna spit on a cop, make sure you're in handcuffs first. And number two, you can't do a preemptive strike.
Who?
A person. Like, I can't haul off and hit Braxton because I think he's gonna hit me.
You can.
Oh, you can.
You can.
But not as a cop.
But the problem, well, you can as a cop.
Oh.
The problem is articulating that and getting people to understand why you did it. You have to imagine that somebody that doesn't like you might look at that, and doesn't matter how reasonable it is, the person is going to go, dude, you should have never done that.
It's like
you're supposed to de-escalate shit.
It's like the guy on the couch watching the football game, bitching about how much better they could have done this or that.
Yeah, it doesn't
not
matter.
Being in the situation.
You're watching Tom Brady, the best quarterback on the planet. You know what I mean? And he's playing against my team, and I'm going to call him a piece of shit. You know what I mean? That's the nature of how it goes. So it's like, and that's why I hate the fact that, if you don't know what it's like if you're squaring off with somebody and you've never been in a fist fight, right? And you're this like peace-loving person, you're probably a really good person. Genuinely. You've never been in a fist fight and you see the good in everybody, you're not going to understand why I freaking decked that dude in the face. Even if he doesn't spit on me. If you've ever been in a fist fight, and I've been to plenty of trainings where they talk about the precursors and like the indicators for violence, you start clenching your fist, you start blading off on me, you roll your shoulders up, you take a fighting stance. If you've never been in a fight, you don't know what that looks like. So you get professionals, not even cops, professional fighters, and they'll be like, oh, this dude's absolutely in the best position to deliver this strike. If I recognize that and I step in and I hit you first, man, I have to be really good at what I do to be able to articulate that and make it make sense. Well, in a case
like that, say if the guy had any background in fighting, martial arts, jiu-jitsu, wrestling, if he's got a background in that and you recognized what he was about to do and preemptively did.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, now you can listen, I knew what the guy was going to do. His background proves what I seen he was actually going to do. So now it becomes a lot easier. But
there's also factors that they take into like what would constitute like a reasonable use of force. There is amount of things that you could look at that is, more objective and less subjective, right? Are you fighting somebody that is the size of, who's a big dude? Like if I got to fight Shaquille O'Neal, but let's say Shaquille O'Neal back when he was 20, I got to fight that guy? What if I'm 5'10" and I'm 170 pounds and I've got to fight Shaquille O'Neal? He's squared off on me and wants to freaking knock my head off. All right, well that's when tools become important for officers, and they have tasers and they have OC. And I'll tell you straight up, I 100% had this dude. He was a linebacker for a D1 college. He stood at the end of the hallway, and he said something to the effect of wanting to like he was gonna beat me to death or something to that effect, right? I drew my gun. I'm like, bro, I'm not gonna let you beat me to death.
Yeah.
Right? And physically he could.
Oh yeah.
I was going to get ragdolled by this 220-pound absolute mountain of a man compared to me. I'm 6'2", 200 pounds. That dude was gonna take my lunch and he was gonna make me watch him eat it. You know what I mean? Nah, dude, I'll shoot you.
Now imagine being in Tyler's shoes. He had no taser. He's just trying to have a good time around the campfire. And he's got some guy over there rolling his shoulders, giving him the look.
And you really don't want to hurt the guy. I mean, you don't want to hurt him.
You know, I remember that situation. I just don't know why.
Why you were doing that?
Bad brain, dude. Bad brain and alcohol. Next
It's
thing you
a
know,
great story, though.
you're rolling around. Me and Tyler. You weren't here last week. 'Cause you were
Yeah,
drunk.
we gotta tell it. It's hilarious.
Oh, you got drunk last week?
No,
Oh.
this was years ago.
Oh,
I don't even.
You told the story last week.
Told the story last week, but oh yeah, because we're not using.
Yeah.
Okay. So yeah, me and Tyler. Vernon. You know where the old sheep corrals are on, like when you turn off to go towards Erickson's Pass? The old sheep corrals.
I think so.
We camped right there. We were looking for sheds, drinking. Next thing you know, I was taking a nap in the sheep shit. Woke up the next day, jaw hurting.
See, and what's really hard, this is what's really unfair, and this is, I think the part that people don't understand is we learn, like, take a situation between you and Tyler, right? And you guys both tell me your story, and he punched you.
Oh, he
I never
did.
punched him.
Oh, yes, he did.
Okay, let's say for the sake of argument that
He says he was coming in for a headlock, but man, my jaw the
I
next
didn't
day.
need to come. I wasn't coming in for nothing. I couldn't get away from you.
Right.
It's not like I was coming at you.
So
But
for
when
the-
we actually started wrestling,
Yeah, I
Then
was
you were
standing
coming.
there.
and for the sake of argument, let's say that you guys are like, you call, you're like, this motherfucker hit me, and I show up and I'm talking to you about it. I want to get as much information I can, right? I want to find out the who, what, where, when, why, how, all the good questions, right? And I want to keep him separate. So I got my partner separates him, right? And so we're trying to talk to you guys. Your ability to articulate the situation to me is going to depend upon. And here's the thing: when people tell lies, it's
my
very
ability
much
to articulate the situation.
how good can you tell a story,
At the
and the
moment.
story that is factual, right? So
the
if you have
articulation during that time wouldn't have been very audible. I'd have
probably
been drunk
right.
as shit.
Okay, so let's say that well, and even if it's the next morning, let's say you go to bed, you got a headache, not just from the punch, or a potential hypothetical punch. So let's say this, right? So you're telling us you're
alleged.
alleged. All right, now I go over and I talk to him, and I start getting the story from him. You believe you were punched. You tell me the story that you're punched. Even if you're very coherent and you remember all the facts or whatever, but you want to make it sound really good for you. So you kind of like either add a little bit of your own flavor or you subtract some of the bullshit you did. You know, like, oh, I took 3 swings and missed and he hit me once, right? Now I come over and I talk to Tyler and I'm getting the information from Tyler and Tyler tells me a completely different story. But his story is fluid. His story is like, dude, the dude wouldn't stay off of me. You know what I mean?
Kept looking at me.
He
Right?
kept looking at me
I have to make a decision. I
through
wasn't
the
there.
campfire light.
I'm kind of
But
curious.
is it fair if I show up and an altercation took place and you truly did get assaulted, you got punched, and I don't arrest him? Is that fair?
Hell, no.
No, but
He assaulted
what
me.
happens when you're wrong and he didn't actually hit you and I don't arrest you? Is that fair?
Yes, I'm not being arrested.
Or I don't arrest him? What did I say? Did I say it wrong? So let's say you get punched, right? Or at least you believe you got
I
punched.
believe I was-
You believe you were punched, but you didn't actually get punched,
Okay.
and I arrest him. Is that fair? You
No.
didn't actually get punched.
No.
You were assaulting him, but you were so drunk you don't remember.
Correct.
And I arrest him because
No,
you told
I-
me you got assaulted.
That ain't fair.
All right, that's not fair. Let's say I don't arrest you, but you are 100% convinced you were assaulted. Do you think that's fair? No. You believe in your heart of hearts that he punched you the night before. You believe it.
Yes.
My jaw hurts.
Yes.
Why didn't you arrest him, you piece of shit cop?
Headlock will do that to a guy.
It could.
There was sheep shit in my hair. Look, all in the back of it.
Look,
From
But
where
you
I
see-
was on the ground like this.
Do you see my point, though? That's where that cop, it doesn't matter what I do.
Yeah,
I arrest him for punching you, I'm wrong.
yeah, you're a bad guy.
I
no
don't
matter what.
arrest him because his story is actually like, he's like, bro, I headlocked him for sure, man.
I don't think there's
He was-
cell service out there to call the cop anyway. So we just dealt with it the way we did. It worked out.
Yeah, but you guys are reasonable people. Well, I mean, Tyler's a
cool.
reasonable guy
I
so
wanted
far,
to
but
do a little funny, fun,
Levi's.
buddy wrestle, and he's over here freaking. Yeah, total reasonable. Just trying to have a little
Dude,
campfire.
show
light
us the
fun.
look you were giving him, because I want to know.
Oh hell, I don't know.
Oh, he was gonna punch me.
I don't
He had
don't
his
remember
balled
ever.
up, and he was standing sideways, and I was looking at him. I said, "Dude, we can wrestle, but do not punch me."
So,
He
wait a
come
minute.
Back after me.
is it just you two?
No, there was.
What,
Jared.
3 or 4 other guys?
Yeah, Jared.
So you
was
guys are
there.
out in the middle of the desert drinking. You guys want to wrestle?
No,
I did.
don't want to wrestle.
You guys dropping trow and wrestling with the freaking Vaseline too? Like, what the hell?
I'm just standing there by the campfire, and all of a sudden I can feel Levi behind me. Minding my own. Like, what are you doing? It's like, let's wrestle.
Let's wrestle.
Be like we're brothers. And he freaking grabs a hold of me, puts me in a headlock, and I just freaking tossed him over, and he hit the ground, and then I can't remember if I jumped on him or, but then he was done. He catches his breath, and then boom, here he comes again. This went on for like an hour, and the other 2 guys are just over there bullshitting, and
Having a good time.
he wouldn't quit. So finally I choked him out, and then the other 2 guys are like, "Did you really choke him out?" I'm like, "Yeah."
Yeah,
Yeah,
he's
I'm
laying in
tired
sheep
of-
shit.
I'm tired of his shit.
Why'd you do that?
I just-
slapping him.
I just wanted-
Back up.
I just wanted to drink my beer at the fire and bullshit. That's why I choked
It
him
was
out.
like
Tired
an
of
hour.
shit.
That's funny. I could see you doing that too.
What did Braxton do? He just.
He gone.
Well, he left his phone. He'll be back. He mumbled what he was doing, but
But if you showed up and arrested me, I mean, odds are I'm just gonna spend one night in jail. I might be a little bit upset, but it'd be like, all right, do what you gotta do. Let's
It was worth it.
get on with it.
yeah, but see, and the part that I disagree with is as a police officer, I don't ever want to arrest anybody that didn't actually commit a crime. And if you didn't do that, I don't want to arrest you.
No, but I'd rather.
What I'm trying to do is paint the picture of how hard is it to show up to an incident that you have no idea. I don't know.
Yeah.
I've got to go off of 2 guys,
2 different stories.
2 different stories, and,
2 different
and so
perspectives.
it is, and that goes back to the whole point of like what happens when I make a mistake and I arrest the wrong person because I've got the wrong information. Now, there are some people that are better at it than others, right? We got plenty of cops that are really great investigators. But when it comes to fistfights, and when you watch these cops that are in these videos and they're getting fistfights, they could be a great investigator. They ask all the right questions. They put the puzzles together in a really great opportunity. But they're weak as shit and they can't fight.
You just get up and walk away. And
So that's where my
I
mind
really
held.
had to
I was
pee.
a cop, and I
Good
showed
lord,
up, and he's
little
like,
baby
"Punch."
bladder.
I'm
had
gonna
to go
look at his
back.
jaw, and obviously, if I punched him hard enough, there's gonna be a mark on it.
Not all the time. Not all the time. The amount of times I'm like, or the amount of times that people go in and they literally beat themselves up to try to make it look like especially
Like
in domestic
Fight Club
violence
shit.
Well, I mean,
I'm whooping my ass. Do you mind?
I wouldn't want to be in that situation.
It's difficult. It's difficult.
But it goes
and
back to the conversation earlier. There's nothing wrong with this country. Well, there is, because the fact that if a woman spits on a cop's face and the cop slaps her and now the cop gets in trouble,
yes.
if somebody's out and about, if some woman spits in my face, I might not slap her, but I might kick her in the shin. I'm at least going to do something. I'm not
Something's
just gonna
happening.
smile at her.
Yeah. It's it is funny. I
You
think
do
Chris
gotta
Rock-
throw some warnings out, I assume.
some warnings
Like, do it again, I'm gonna kick you.
No. If you,
In
if
public?
You spit in somebody's
In public,
face,
if
you
it-
should fully expect to get something
Yes.
to happen.
Yes.
Something's happening.
And this is the 9 times out of 10. This is what we have to go off of. Is I don't know that I can believe you. I don't know that I can believe her. Did anybody see what happened? Is there any cameras? There's cameras everywhere.
Well, then you got to think: are you gonna believe your lying eyes or me?
My lying eyes.
If you watch a video
Wait,
of
are
what
you
actually,
involved?
Yeah.
I don't care what you say.
So you're gonna believe your lying eyes?
I will watch a video, and if so, the video is going to 9 times out of 10 substantiate one claim over the other, right? And it is to the point where there are times where I'm like, man, we're never going to know the truth of what happened, right? So there's 3 outcomes. 1, I arrest you. 1, I arrest him. 1, I arrest nobody, and I document, hey, there is no way that anybody is ever going to truly determine to a point where it's fair that I arrest anybody. But if you believe that I should have arrested him and he believes that I should have arrested you, I have now pissed off 2 people that believe that I did the wrong thing, and it doesn't matter what I do. But I know that I'm never going to have a successful prosecution in court. It's not worth the taxpayers' time. It's not worth my time, and it's not worth either of your guys' time to come in and defend your stories if I arrested the wrong person. Or, let's say something that shouldn't have been arrested, but you think I should have arrested somebody. There's so many possibilities of me pissing people off, and those cops are lazy, and they don't do their jobs, and they don't do this and that. It's just like, yeah, dude, cool, man, have a good day. I had a guy walk past me yesterday, eyeballing me, okay? Now, here's the thing. This dude's I'm 6'2", so he was at least a good inch, maybe two taller than me, but he was wearing a hat, so maybe he was just sitting up tall, He's a thicker guy. He's bigger than me. But he was not somebody that I was going to be afraid of. He had a belly that, when fat dudes lose a little bit of weight and that skin starts to get saggy? He had 2 points of his stomach coming out the bottom of his T-shirt. And I was just like, yeah, dude, I'll absolutely freaking mollywop that dude, right? See, he walks up, but he's eye-fucking me the whole time as he's walking towards us. And so, clearly, I'm aware enough. I see it coming. I kind of, adjust my body position in case he tries to launch at me. And as he's walking, he kind of gets close. I was just like, hey, how you doing today? Fuck you, pig. All right, cool, man. Have a nice day, bro. And he goes, I'm not going to have a nice day. He goes, I hope you have a fucking terrible day. And I'm like, oh, man, you hurt my feelings so bad. I'm definitely going to have a terrible day now. And he just kept walking off. And you know what I mean? As a professional, I have to understand that that's acceptable. You get a lot of average dudes.
Speech, right?
Yeah, but you got a lot of average dudes. You're telling me that there isn't 100 freaking 20-year-olds that aren't gonna freaking immediately jack that dude up? That they're not gonna get offended?
As a cop?
Both.
I think either way, yeah, you just whatever, dude. Have a nice day.
That's what you should do.
When they say this phrase, "Oh, you're not worth my time," you are literally not worth the aggravation it's gonna bring upon me when I knock the fuck out of you.
This is 2026 Levi
and if
talking.
you fight back,
this is 2026 Levi talking.
Yeah.
Hey, let's go back to 2020
True.
Levi, or not 2020. Sorry, 2000.
True.
Let's go back to 2000
True.
Levi.
True.
Let's say were you 21 in 2000? 2001?
In 2000, I was 20.
So let's go 2001. You're 21. Yeah. You're allowed to be a cop. You just graduated the academy. You're 8 months out of the academy.
I'm dumping that motherfucker.
You got a shiny new gun.
I'm nightsticking him, bro.
Just
bam. I mean, my size alone, I'm gonna be quick on the offense, right?
Absolutely.
I got to get the first jab in. I can't be second string.
2001, things were a lot different. You probably could have got away with knocking.
Nope. Nope.
Not even.
Not if it was and if the lights came to fact that you just punched that dude because he motherfucked you even.
There's not video. There's not as much.
Was there even
now
body
you're talking
cam
about
back
lying,
then?
and that's just a crooked shit thing to do, especially if you're a cop.
But the guy got what he deserved.
I totally agree.
But
My
Levi
problem
has
is, I
no battle bruises, and the other guy's got a nightstick across his face. How's that gonna look?
There again. Anyways, we'll skip over some stuff I was gonna say, but
as a small dude, I would get away with a lot more shit.
Oh, and I was
because how many David and Goliath? I mean, you would be. Look at the size of the fucking guy. Of course, I hit him with my knife.
And I was gonna say there comes into some of those factors that you can look at that are the more objective or subjective is, and that's what I was talking about that linebacker. Right? He's bigger than me. He's stronger than me. He's faster than me.
Yeah. You gotta have a good reason though too.
And so if you're
is a good reason.
if you're a 100-pound female that's a police officer and you're dealing with, I mean, now every guy is bigger than you. And so there are factors that we will give leniency to people. Be like, yeah, dude, if you're George St. Pierre, right, and you go into a physical altercation, you don't get the same privileges that a 100-pound female gets.
Oh yeah, so like if
you can defend yourself.
If a trained fighter beats the shit out of a guy, can he be held to a different standard because of that training?
No.
No?
No.
So okay. So if your weapon,
like the whole Con Air concept of Nicholas, like, because I was an Army Ranger, they treated it as if it was. No, that's total bullshit, dude. You don't have to register your arms as lethal fucking weapons.
So if I can learn it, if I can learn it, and I can use these and these to do the damage.
That's just an intelligent thing to do.
Okay. So there's no
The thing to do is walk away.
Yeah, walk away.
No. The intelligent thing is to be Joe Rogan. Be one of the most badass people in the room. but have the knowledge that you should walk away. Then when they talk about guys that train, guys that truly know what violence looks and feels like, they understand how quickly, like, you can get caught. Anybody could get caught. Yeah. Anybody. Right? I mean, it doesn't matter. So do you want to challenge that? Do you want to risk that? And the important part for a cop to understand is there's not a physical altercation, that there's not a gun instantly introduced into that.
Oh, yeah.
Whatever gun I have, you can have. All you got to do is just take it from me.
All you got to do is take it from me.
I was going to say the intelligent thing to do is just avoid public places where stuff like that's supposed to happen, but apparently a guy can't even enjoy.
Can't even go camping without freaking having some dude on you.
I mean,
That's why I drink alone in my basement with the lights off.
With the lights off.
The fly drinks alone, all by myself.
So, you were talking about the video. What's your thoughts on the flock cameras? Have you seen that? That's like a big deal where
Oh, yeah,
everyone's
it's huge.
breaking them and.
I'm write that question down and ask me when I know a little bit more. I can give you my first assessment. I understand both sides extremely well. I can make an argument for them and I can make an argument against them.
I know, that's how I feel.
I understand. I think the thing that people think is, again, we go back to that let's say there's a really nice human being that's never been in a fist fight, that like the most perfect, peaceful, understands the intelligent aspect of being able to walk away, to not be in those situations. Like you don't go to riots and then be surprised when you get tear gassed. Like that's just stupid.
yeah.
You know what I mean? No, just
they did that to me.
yeah.
That's unreal.
So let's say you're the most apex of humanity that exists, right? Given the ability and the power, like again, tying back into what Levi was saying about, you know, if given the opportunity for insider trading, of course you're going to benefit yourself, right? But the most apex humanity person, like you're just the most perfect person ever, they don't because they understand that it's not okay, right? So give them the power of the flock, right? Give them the ability to monitor that information, and I would argue that it is a great thing that you could do a lot of good. You could do a lot of good with the information that they're getting from those flock cameras. Okay, that person doesn't exist. So you're now in a world where, are we giving the ability with the flock cameras? Are we giving people that are fallible the ability to be evil? Absolutely. So
Which has already happened.
In the right hands, the flock cameras are amazing. In the wrong hands, it is absolutely a violation of people's privacy, and I personally don't think that we should use them.
Even if it is in the right hands, though, do you think it opens up a door for like some communist China?
Again, if you go back to the apex humanity person, the perfect person, no, because that person's perfect, and they'll use it for only the most righteous of things.
Yeah.
Okay, a couple things.
But those people don't exist.
The flock, a camera, not just a flock camera, any camera. And you learn this using like trail cameras. The camera gives you this illusion of what you see on camera, and what you don't see on camera is the facts. I didn't see anything on camera. Okay, it doesn't mean some shit didn't happen. Or I seen this on camera. Well, that doesn't mean that that's the full thing, right?
Because it's only a little
Yeah, so now the flock
10-second
camera,
clip or whatever.
all over the place. People are getting criminal actions against them for shit they didn't do because the flock camera said, and we seen here, so that there's stories like that. Now, who's the perfect person? Well, nobody, but AI could then analyze flock cameras better than a human and determine whether or not
He's committed a crime or whatever, been involved in whatever.
the human will make the mistake of
AI
assuming
will absolutely make the same mistakes.
maybe.
Maybe your AI lady.
Yeah, maybe your AI lady's a dumbass. No, I think AI is going to get better and better and better.
AI will still, they will make a determination based off the facts. And I don't think that even AI, unless there's, and the reason why I don't think the AI is going to do any better is, again, let's say we take somebody's perception where they see something, perceive something, and they react to that thing. Okay, they are now using their emotions. How does it make you feel? How did it make you feel? I was afraid. I was absolutely afraid. If I didn't have a gun, I would not have. I would have been afraid of that dude standing at the end of the hallway that said he wanted to beat me to death. I would have been afraid. I wasn't afraid because I had my gun, and I'm like, well, let's see if you can survive the hell is, lead that's gonna prevent you from touching me, right? So I'm not afraid. But if I'm afraid and I make a decision based off of that, is that not a mitigating factor? But that's not a mitigating factor. The AI will never be able to judge what a person's emotions, what they felt.
AI will also not have emotions.
Yeah,
it doesn't have fear.
And so they will make mistakes.
It wouldn't determine guilty or not. It would just provide information that a human would miss.
Okay.
In fact, I think
But now you're going to give that to a human? That human is still the weakest link in that chain.
Yeah.
Until the AI becomes self-aware.
Well, because essentially
human will
Flock is
always
AI.
be-
There's AI software in Flock already.
Oh, yeah.
That
Right.
information, now you're taking that information and you're giving it to people. And again, in the story, not the story, but the premise that you just said, you give that to a human. The human makes the judgment. That's what we're doing. But I don't trust those humans. I don't know who the fuck they are.
Right.
Why are you making decisions based off of freaking cameras? Why is the government putting cameras
Did you get
everywhere?
new Hey Dudes?
Sure did.
Hell yeah, I need a new pair
I
of them
wasn't
stuff.
gonna buy new ones because there's so much money, but found these ones at Ross for $35.
You found them at Ross and Tooele?
Well, where's Tooele?
That's the town I grew up in.
Oh no, they don't have a Ross.
Yeah, they do.
Yeah, they do.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Don't they have one? Didn't it? In that new...
You can cut all that out.
Yeah.
I'll have to
We
go
ain't
up there.
cutting nothing out.
Well, Tyler don't want people flooding the Ross.
I don't care. As law enforcement, there's times I drive around. I'm like, yeah, I pull that person over. I pull that person over. For example, like up at Walmart in a town, there's a freaking guy up. I stopped there the other day to get some stuff. I didn't have my wallet, and you can't use tap pay there, so I couldn't go in. But there's this guy just parked. He's got cows in his windows, in the window screen.
Oh, yeah.
Sun blocker in the front. And I didn't notice when I got there, but when I come out, there's two guys standing by his car. And these two guys leave, and this guy rolls his window back up, puts his towel back up, and he's just chilling. I'm like, that's kind of weird. So a couple days later, I go back. Same car, same towels and everything. And I wouldn't be surprised if that guy's doing drugs on the side of Walmart. It don't look suspicious because nobody pays attention. People can come and go. My wife said maybe he's homeless, but if I'm a homeless guy, I'm gonna find some shade, first of all.
Right.
I'm not gonna be parked up against the building at Walmart and baking in the sun.
No.
So, two things. Number one, 100% sounds like he's potentially dealing drugs, right? That's always potentially. It's
Always
that's
potentially.
allegedly.
Allegedly.
And don't ever think, oh man, if I was homeless. So I called you reasonable earlier, right? Between like you and Levi, you actually seem like probably a little bit more of a reasonable one.
Definitely the more reasonable one.
Sorry, Levi. Don't ever apply your level of logic to somebody that's homeless, living out of a freaking car, doing anything.
Yeah, they'd be parked right in the blazing sun. They're dumb as shit.
And not that, but don't.
But this guy, maybe he is homeless. I don't know. But
There are very few homeless that are homeless because, oh, the market crashed and I lost my house, or my wife left and took everything. Those people exist, and those people deserve all the help in the world. I actually do believe in a lot of social programs where the homeless people are getting a lot of benefits. That's one slice of the pie. Every other slice is drugs, right?
Yeah.
Mental health. I want to help those guys too, but the problem that we have is if you're crazy, if you are so broken that you can't figure out that living on the street sucks.
I just remember another story.
Right? But if like those people, like, yeah, their reasonableness isn't gonna be the same as your reasonableness. Right? So anytime you see homeless people, understand they're one of one sliver. Right? What sliver is making them be homeless? That's how you can judge, like, all right, if this person is being reasonable, right? Okay, this guy probably just needs a job. He just needs a helping hand. The guy that dropped a half a watermelon, not wrapped in plastic or anything, in a gutter that had water in it, where they all piss and shit in, picked the watermelon up, didn't even brush it off, kept slicing it, and is eating that same watermelon. Was like, oh God!
Gotta eat, man.
Oh!
But
What
that's law enforcement.
There's a pretty
Dude,
good.
I'd starve to death. I ain't eating that shit watermelon.
There's a pretty good show on YouTube. It's called The Big Lonely. And it's like an hour and a half long, but it's this guy filming himself, and he tells the story how he became homeless. And it's one of those stories, like, not mental illness, but he doesn't ever say where he is. I'm only about halfway through it because it's a little bit boring. But the dude's got a cool story, and he built a cabin, and he's been living in the mountains for 7 years.
So
And he's correct, he's not homeless. But he tells the story how he gets there, and then he's kind of telling people, like, listen, I understand I'm on public land, but understand that I am only utilizing a very small piece.
How old is this guy?
He says, I think he's probably 52 now. I think something like that. I think that's what he said.
There was a younger dude that had a social media presence that was doing the same thing.
Out,
he got caught.
and he ended up
Didn't he
in
have a
New
whole
Mexico.
basketball court?
I kind of quit watching the kid. I don't know why, but yeah.
Always had black pants, black shirt, real scruffy
he was
hair.
built. Well, he started out in California. I think he was building his thing in California, but it was on Union Pacific property,
I think so.
and they booted him. Well, somebody that was watching him from Taos, New Mexico, got a hold of him and said, "Hey, I have an acre you can have in Taos." So he went to Taos.
Dang.
So he could have his acre and build his shit.
Okay. I thought
That's
the last
cool.
one that
That
I
is
saw,
cool.
because I don't watch a whole lot of them. I watch every now and then because I thought it was funny. I was just like, bro, he's aware that he's trespassing. And he's like digging in, building his whole cabin. But I thought he said he had actually bought property.
No, there was, if it's the same dude we're thinking of, and I can't remember his name, he's younger, and had a dog. He was a younger guy,
Yeah.
like early 20s.
Yeah.
Had a dog. Yeah, that's his story.
Okay.
The last I was watching, he was in Taos on the acre that the guy gave him, and he's rebuilding his house.
How long ago was that?
I bet it's over a year now.
All right.
since I've
'Cause I think there was a
watched
couple months ago where he had enough money. He said he bought some
it. Okay,
property.
yeah, I'm sure he does
All
right
right.
now.
And he was YouTubing this?
Yeah.
Oh, dude, he was constantly recording everything. And that's where, you know, I think it's awesome.
I'll find him. I'll send you the thing.
If you guys want to do YouTube and all that, I mean, hopefully this takes off. But I think realistically, it's just that guy's got a story and he's doing a really good job of documenting what he's doing day to day.
Yeah. And that's just a part of YouTube. YouTube
Consistency
is
and
so huge
presence.
and everything and anything that you never know what people might like. Like I'm documenting my Robert the Bruce
Your what?
tortoise. Documenting.
What is he doing?
I don't know what he's doing.
And that was the 30 seconds where somebody heard that shit and turned it off. And they were like, this motherfucker's documenting.
Dang.
I mean, he didn't start with that, but Braxton started talking about some guy who ran into dirt biking that was a YouTuber making money, and Levi's like, hey, we're interviewing each other. Let's get back on track. But then Levi goes off about his tortoises and how the one's cheating on the other one. And
I actually saw a clip of that. I saw a little bit of
Oh,
it.
I caught him last night again, but I think he was with Olive, his full-time night woman. He was with her last night.
see, this is,
And Roxanne, because
Thanks for watching, everybody.
yeah.
Just kidding.
I've been thinking about YouTube. I've started posting some shorts,
You have?
but I've been recording for like 4 or 5 days now. Just pretty much just a little bit all day long.
What's your channel name?
Yeah.
We'll just see if you can find it.
Let's sub right now.
See, I watched a video about these people, and Tyler must have watched the same, or he's just cut from the same cloth. But they say, don't tell anybody you're doing YouTube. Just start doing it and keep posting.
Yeah, you don't.
You
want
send out a
sending
group
chats. and
Chat.
stuff.
What?
I need to get a
Don't
bigger...
tell anybody. Group chat here. Everybody watch this video.
No. I watched a video about a person saying, don't tell anybody you're on YouTube.
I
That's
know.
not mine.
Is it your name? Oh.
No, the name's pretty cool too. I thought of it by myself actually. I didn't even use AI. But I was just about asleep one night and I thought of it, and then I'm like, I had to get up and type it into my phone because I knew in the morning I wasn't gonna
That's how you know it's going to be good, dude.
Yeah.
That's-
I think I think I'm going to change the name of my channel to just Worldwide Antler Chews.
third name change. Here we go.
The
Well,
what?
you can get a free plug right
the
now
artist formerly known as Prince.
if you state your name, not your name, but your channel on YouTube.
Well, I don't. So I don't know which one's which, but one of them's that's live dude. But then the handle or whatever has to be that is live dude.
Yeah. What is it?
Do you have 43 subs already? Oh no.
What is it called?
That's life, dude.
That's life, dude. Hell yeah.
That's life.
I'll like and subscribe. You can do.
There's
you can do some
literally
horse
a
training
channel
shit.
though already. That's life, dude.
But there shouldn't be, because when I started it, I made sure.
Uh-oh.
I mean, it wouldn't let you make it if it was exact same.
No.
Oh, I found you.
Let's see.
Oh, there's only 13.
Yeah, you
know
have
that
to
program,
search that
8-Minute
is
Abs?
life.
14.
That's like.
What?
It's just funny because he said it was not exact same.
Send me the thing.
Remember that something about Mary where he's like, "Oh, you remember that 8-minute abs? I'm gonna come up with 7-minute abs." Well, that's fine, but what about when somebody comes up with 6-minute abs? 6-minute abs? That's ridiculous.
That's ridiculous.
No.
Yeah.
So I've been recording like just morning to night throughout the day. But I wanted to, well, I'm still not sure if I'm going to do it, but I've been building stuff to where I don't have to worry about getting it done or edited that night if I'm going to post stuff every day.
So I found like my shorts I don't edit. Because they're so short that it is what it is.
Dude, that's cool.
Yeah, it seems to be doing pretty good.
The one you have with
How many subs?
998 views is good.
Yeah. So a couple of my shorts, I have a couple in the 900, 800. I got the one is 1,000 the last time I checked. So.
That's sweet. I like it. You have a little 3-wheeler?
Yeah.
Is that a Honda? Really?
Oh yeah, but you can't ride Big Red.
She gone.
Because we got, oh, it's gone? Oh, because me and Tyler have another story about his 3-wheeler. And the
All
fun
right.
hater Tyler is. I'm out at his house. Can I ride Big Red? Sure. So I ride Big Red while I ride Big Red through the creek. And holy shit, fun's over, asshole. Tyler's pissed.
No, you don't just ride Big Red through the creek. He comes hauling and goes, oh, goes up, flips around, gets it stuck in the middle of the creek.
Oh, yeah.
So hold on a minute. I'm trying to find this now. That's life, dude, right?
All right, should we call it?
Yeah. we
This
can
is
be
a
done.
good one. I'll get her done today.
Right on. Yeah. I don't think there'll be much to edit.
Yeah, no.
Except for
Do it live.
Do it live.
All right. Till next
Except
time.
for the
See you
curve.
Thanks
later.
for watching.
Thanks for watching. Like and subscribe.